Hello guys and girls, welcome to my haul video for March. Yes, let's just start. Cut. Let's start out with, what should I start with? I start with this Swedish album called Nietzsche. Don't know much about it. It doesn't look that good either. I just bought it because I don't know why I bought it really. I was in a bookstore in Hör, a Swedish small town, and I just had to have something. Moving on to I got these Junji Ito books, Gyo and Tomi. I'm not finished with Tomi yet, still reading it. But Junji Ito is quite good at drawing scary stuff and very twisted and disturbed. And I like it a lot. Junji Ito also made Uzumaki, which is his most famous book. Well, if you like disturbed manga stuff, read this. I'm not that into manga usually, but just I like Bat manga and I like Junji Ito, and I would like to have Akira as well, but it's quite expensive, so I got these Abandoned Cars and The Lonesome Go by Tim Lane. I haven't read this yet, but I've read this, and while I was reading this one, the fucking cover went off. That really sucked. It's by Fantagraphics, and usually their covers don't just fall off, but it's a glued binding and it's quite bad. Anyway, Tim Lane really makes great illustrations. Very detailed, and yeah, it's just beautiful work. Let's see if I can find something to show you. Yeah, well, really cool, but oh my god, it's actually falling apart. Well, I won't read this one any more times. The thing is, the book is not that interesting, really. It's kind of like, it's a tough read, and and it's not about anything really. It's a collection of short stories that is supposed to embrace the great American mythological drama, whatever that means, and well, it's kind of like poetry. Yeah, that's the best thing to describe it. And I know some Go is also really, it looks really beautiful. I mean, it's a lot of work behind these pictures. Just look at this. What an amount. Oh my god, this is also really bad. Shame on you, Fantagraphics. These bindings sucks. Moving on to Essex County by Jeff Lemire, and everyone knows about Jeff Lemire. I think he's a good writer. It's not my kind of thing, really. It's too little sci-fi and too little fantasy, and it's like a TV series, which is not that interesting, really. But some of you like him, and that's okay by me. I like other stuff, like this one, The Collector by Sergio Toppi, and Shadows Day, also by Sergio Toppi. And when I got this in the mail, it had a really bad cover. But I got a discount on my next buy. So anyway, Sergio Toppi is the greatest illustrator I've ever seen. Really, this is magnificent. Really, really magnificent. This is really my thing. He makes stunning artwork. The story is not that interesting. It's taken from that old the stories from Arabian Nights, and well, they're kind of out of date, it feels like. But my God, I was so excited. Each and every page is so beautiful, really. So if you like artwork, buy this one. You won't be disappointed. And The Collector, this is actually a great story as well. It's short stories about this guy who is a collector of magical things, or yeah, well, rare, and I don't know how to explain it. It's he's like Indiana Jones, and it is supposed to be in the 1800s, I think, in the Wild West. But he travels a lot, so I don't really know where to set the timeline, really. But he's really, really cool. He's kind of evil against those who deserve it, and kind of good to those who deserve it. Really nice character. I wished there was more to read about him. Well, moving on, we got Glitter Bomb. I bought this on, well, I just saw this and I thought, well, why not? And it's kind of good. It's I think it's a one-shot though, and it's by Sub, Morissette, Russell and Dylan. It's about a woman who is an actor in Hollywood, and she doesn't get any roles and stuff like that because she's too old and she's a single mom. And well, she tries to do suicide, but something takes a hold of her, and it's kind of like a succubus or something that takes over her, and makes her kill people. Yeah, will. And there is a great statement with this book, I think, which I liked. So, and it's kind of like a fuck you to Hollywood, really. This one, Kill or Be Killed by Sean Phillips and El Brubaker, and everything they do is really good, but this one is the best thing I've read, I think, so far. You get hooked from page 1 and you can't stop reading. Really good. And it's about a guy who is kind of depressed, and he tries to do a suicide, and well, he survives in a miraculous way, and but there is a sort of entity that begins to bargain with him, that he has survived because of him, and that he needs to do his bidding, kind of. Well, it's really interesting. You don't actually know if it's all in his head or if it's real, but it will be interesting to read the continuum. This was really good. Snow Day by Wasem and Alban, and it's a humanoids book. This is just a pleasant, sweet story about a sheriff who begins to take interest in his work all of a sudden after a couple of years, and that the town people doesn't like it really, but it's a story about don't just believe in what's right and do what's right and don't give up, kind of. Really good story, and it's beautiful art as well. It's simple but still very expressive, cartoonish, really beautiful. I'm going to check out their other works as well, Wasim and Aubin. I don't know how to pronounce that. It should be French, I think. Aubin. And the last one I got here is Chance in Hell by Gilbert Hernandez. And it's a really good read, but oh my god, how bad I felt after I read this. It's not a feel-good story, it's kind of the opposite, really. And well, I just feel bad just by thinking about it right now. It's a great artwork, really great, and it's the best thing I've read by Gilbert Hernandez so far. Well, it doesn't say too much. It's just simple, cartoonish, but it's a very serious story, which makes you feel awful, and you really don't know. It's something that you don't have much power of to change in the world. And it's such a awful thing that people shouldn't. No, I can't just read it. So, I just want to show you this one as well. The Silver Surfer, #1, December 1988. This is. I just wanted this. I'm not that into single issues, but this cover is so beautiful. It's by Mobius, and I just love his artwork. I actually don't have Yeah, well, I got the Inkle, but I don't got anything else by Mobius. But I'm going to get more books by him. But this cover is so I just love Galactus as well. His design is so awesome, and it's a beautiful cover. So I end this what do you call it, vlog, with this cover. Hope we'll see you next time. Bye bye.